When we polish, we want to do the same thing as we did when we were sanding. The same type of technique. The number one rule in polishing, as in sanding, is stay off the damn edges. Okay? Number one. Secondly, once you get these flat panels to shine like this up here, or say this is a flat panel, which it is, once you get all these to shine like this, you're not going to notice the little imperfections in here or on the edges, or, well, basically around here and around here. But we'll do the flat spots first, and the wide flat areas. I want you to remember that whatever you polish, okay, polishing will only bring out your mistakes. For instance, if this panel is mirror smooth, it will polish mirror smooth. If the panel has little tiny pieces of lint in it, I'm going to see if I can show you the lint. Let's see if I can show it to you. I'll have to get the everything just right. But this has little tiny pieces of dust in it. Okay, I can feel them. I don't know if you can hear them. Maybe not. Anyway, if I were to polish this right now, you would see the dust and see the dust marks. They would be nice and shiny, but you would see them because they're part of the surface of the panel. So if we can get the panel as smooth as you can before you polish it, then you'll have the best looking results. And the neat thing about this is if you start polishing and you go through the results of polishing and then fine finishing it, and you don't like the results, you can always go back to polishing it a little bit more, finishing it a little bit more until you're happy with the results. We're going to use three things. 1, 2, 3. We're going to use a fine finish polish, and that is basically a sand and wax, very fine silica sand. They come in two kinds, either a cutting polish, which takes off a lot of material, or a fine polish, which is what we're going to use, that just takes out the fine scratches. Once we use the fine polish to take out the scratches, then we use what's called, what we used to call it is, I'm going to go race that guy one of these days. What we used to call it is liquid ebony. And what that is after you do your rough polishing, the liquid ebony was a very, very fine polish, and it fills in all the little scratches from that. After we get that where we want it, okay, then we use a very fine wax. And what the wax does is the paint tends to dry out when you're polishing it. What I mean with dry out, it looks a little bit weathered, so you use the wax to really bring out that shine. It takes practice to do this correctly. But just remember, I believe in you. And if you have a little bit of patience, your bike can look really, really good. The problem with young people, as when I was 20 years old, is that I wanted everything right now. I wanted the Lamborghini. I wanted the Swedish bikini team. I wanted all the money. I wanted everything right now or yesterday. When you get older, it's like you just worry about getting up and staying upright through the day. So patience is one thing that you get when you do get older. That's about the only good thing about getting old, if you can say that. Because when you get older, everything gets creakier. Everything breaks down. and life sucks in a lot of ways. But it's like my grandfather said. He said, son, you don't get old by being stupid. And if you can last 90 years and be all in one piece, you're a smart guy to stay alive that long. Okay, our next thing is we're going to bolt this down and start. I don't know if I'm going to do it today. I've been working all day, but I kind of wanted to show what the spring is like here in my little town. So I can go through the phases of spring and show people what this town looks like for the Mumford concert, which I will not be paying a dime to go see it. Mainly I'm too old, and the Flaming Lips that are going to be there, to me it doesn't sound like a musical group, it sounds like a personal disease. And we continue.